Yeah. Got to get into it.
As one of the mics here, I'm not sure I'm comfortable sitting where I'm sitting.
I'm going to get all up in that mic.
As long as you're not left-handed.
The stranger.
The old Dutch rudder. He didn't know about this? This is what happens when you don't read the waiver.
I didn't know about that, but I'm in.
I'm in for a Dutch rudder.
I'm frightened, yet slightly aroused.
Yeah.
Pass it around. That's for you. That's for Mo. That's for Michael.
Merci.
Mercy buckets.
Hells yes.
Mercy buckets. Everybody put your phones on silent, Randy.
Oh,
My
yeah.
door's on silent.
Do not disturb mode. Let's see. Focus. Don't give a fuck.
Fuck us mode?
That is one of my...
One of
Oh,
your
you can change the
settings.
names?
Yeah, you can add different support modes or whatever.
shit. I
And do
didn't
not
know
disturb.
that.
Yeah. Under the bottom, just hit the plus sign. New focus.
Huh.
It says don't give a fuck. And it silences
So
everything.
it's always like that then, I would imagine.
Sometimes. I wish that it showed up like when you send text messages. Like it would say what mode you're in. Because
Martelle is in don't give a fuck mode.
Yeah, because if it's in sleep mode,
Yeah, it'll say
it just
tell
says
you.
silenced.
Oh, is that what? Okay, I just know it says something.
Yeah. So like if I go to you now and just send you because you're in oh, it
Lancaster.
didn't do it. If you're just in do not disturb mode, it doesn't
He's in
say.
Lancaster.
Yeah. Whatever. All right. We have to eat all this pizza.
Challenge accepted.
I mean, it won't be that difficult. I can easily put on another 4 or 5 pounds today. No problem. So there's a plate there, there's a plate there. You want something, Mo? You want regular or do you want banana peppers?
Regular is fine.
I mean, you can have whatever you want.
No one's touched that one yet, so.
It's unsullied.
I really just got the pizza for you. I got the
unsullied.
I'll
pizza.
take the virgin pizza.
Yeah, I got the pizza for you.
I'll take the one that hasn't had any dick beaters on it yet.
Who told?
Is this the, where is this from?
Pizza Crossing.
This is not DeCarlo's.
That's the one and done joint, right? DeCarlo's?
Yeah,
Like
DeCarlo's.
they make what they make and then that's it.
No.
No, that was some place in his hometown that the mob ran.
Yeah. That was
Allegedly.
Orlando's. That was the one and done. No, DeCarlo's is. I got that on the way home from Wheeling.
Wheeling?
Wheeling, got that Wheeling feeling. And what was left of the second tray, I froze because I'll buy it and freeze it, and then have some later. But I like Pizza Crossing.
like it.
I'm a pizza snob,
Pizza Crossing's good.
and their shit's good.
Is there a Pizza Crossing here?
Yeah, there's one. The original one's in Lancaster, and the other one's in Logan.
Oh, I only knew the one in Logan.
Yeah.
Because when we,
Tiki Lane.
we used to live down there.
It's right on Tiki
Oh, it's
Lane.
by Tiki.
So what style is this?
Ohio Valley, or no, not Ohio Valley, Columbus, Central Ohio.
That Ohio one is the one from
Ohio Valley,
DeCarlo's,
Yeah,
and that's like a mixture. Sounds like Chicago slash
it's.
with extra sauce or something.
I don't know. It's Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martelle, and with me always is Randy. And today we are at the Macshack. So Michael McLean is with us, and Mo. Mo was on his way home, and
Hi.
I invited him to the show.
Yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised to pull up
And see a pedo man.
and see somebody not white.
Well, Martell is what 0.0001
.09.
0.09.
Give him.
I
you better
have-
put some respect on his name.
Respect.
I have just as much Neanderthal in me as I do black and Asian from the sub-Saharan desert of Africa's.
Well, but taking
As
into
opposed-
consideration some of the activities you engaged in your early 20s, you might have a little bit more than myself.
Right,
actually.
I got my black card when I was in my 20s.
He's had more black in him,
Yep.
but he doesn't have more black in him.
Either way, I'll take it.
We know.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain you've muled more drugs than I have.
That I know I have. So, all right. So, yeah, we're just sitting here munching down on some pizza. But we're
Pizza Crossing pizza.
Yeah, from Pizza Crossing. And I'm a super pizza snob, so I don't like DeCarlo, or I don't like Donato's. I hate Donato's.
Donato's, I like their subs.
And
I love a Big Don sub in my mouth. But the pizza is.
Chicken mariachi is the only one I like.
But this is from Pizza Crossing, found in Lancaster and Logan, Ohio. I just found out there's one in Lancaster, the original. If you're in the area, which most of our listeners aren't. They're in Arizona. And
Shout out Putin.
Dayton and
Yeah, Putin. I don't think Putin's been listening lately, though.
Well, he's kind of
He's,
busy.
he's sick.
I think they shut down their Wi-Fi.
He's
out
got
there.
cancer.
Somebody tripped on the cord to the
Yeah.
router.
Unplugged
On the dial-up router.
that 14.4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this pizza's pretty good.
Pizza's really good.
So, what to you is good pizza?
So I don't like chain pizza for the most part.
Yeah,
So, Domino's, Donato's, Papa John's, they'll do in a pinch, but they're all right. If I'm going to eat chain pizza, I want shitty chain pizza.
Oh, for sure. Like tastes like cardboard.
I want Little Caesars.
Little Caesars or Zanzi's.
I've never had Zanzi's.
I love Zanzi's.
Is that like what? I'm not familiar with.
Oh,
that.
Yeah, me
Zanzi's.
either.
So Zanzi's came into Circleville back when we were
Round Town.
old round town. We were college age, and at the time for $15.
So college age in Round Town is what, like 32?
12.
Yeah, well,
And you just moved in.
this was the second time I dropped out of college, so. And I was
Your
living in
second
my
victory
parents'
lap?
living in my parents' basement, married with a kid. No, but it was like $15. You get a large pizza, breadsticks, dessert sticks, cheese sticks, and a 2-liter
Oh, so it's
or
like
something like that. So it's like
Little Caesars, like in
But-
terms of the scope.
yeah, but the
Okay.
pizza itself, I think, is better than Little Caesars. But something we recently discovered is if you call and order a Little Caesars pizza, like say you want a stuffed crust instead of getting the hot and ready,
like
they're like the
stuffed
same.
crust.
Oh, I love it, so stuffed. They're essentially the same price, but it's fresh.
Okay.
Right.
So it tastes better. But yeah, I'm with Martelle. Like if I'm going to do chain, we do Little Caesars. Bet doesn't like Zanzi, so we don't do that. We have a pizza, not Pizza Crossing, but Pizza Cottage in Circleville.
Yeah, I don't even like them. And they're
Pizza
a small
Cottage.
chain.
Pizza Cottage, I like if you're getting a weird pizza, like a mariachi pizza, or
Does it come with a sombrero
it can.
and a shot of tequila?
No, you just get the shits after you.
It's like drinking the water.
With a side of diarrhea.
Speaking of drinking the water, no.
But no, the like those chain pizza, like Little Caesars is just fine. We used to have a place called Stopwatch when I lived up near Reynoldsburg, and that's drunk pizza. That is, it's
Greasy.
$4.99 for a large.
Yeah.
It literally tastes like cardboard.
Like
It's-
hangover pizza?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
hangover pizza. It's gross.
What about this mod pizza place?
Mod pizza's okay.
It's okay, yeah.
I haven't
It's
been
not-
there, but we went to Big Sandy looking for a washer, and I saw it, and I was like, huh.
It's good. I mean,
It
it's
looks like
cheap,
you're going to pay
You are.
too much for what it is.
It's all fresh ingredients made
but you're
fresh.
not. That's the thing.
Is it kind of
It's-
like
it's
what's the
excellent.
the new place where it's like
It's like pizza Chipotle kind of.
crap.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
okay.
And it's
There's
one price.
There's a newer place where it's like they give you those small pizzas, but they're like artisan pizzas.
They're like, so that's
remember
kind of
what
what
it's called.
mod. That's kind of what mod is. Like
Okay.
it's they have pre-mades, and I think all the pizza. I think you end up walking out with maybe a 12-inch, 10-inch pizza somewhere around there for like $10.
Medium-ish.
Yeah, it's like $10, and it's all the toppings you can fit on
That's
the
not
pizza.
bad, though.
It's all one price.
And so it's all one price. Doesn't matter how much you put. You just want cheese. It's $10. You want everything they have. It's $10.
So it's like the Chinese buffet of pizza.
Kinda. Yeah.
But way better.
But it's better. It's good.
So that's not bad, really, though. I mean, if you think about if you're ordering what you want.
But like if you're like, hey, we're gonna go out for pizza, like what kind of pizza do you want? I mean, not necessarily restaurant, but like
saying what style?
Yeah.
That varies because I like the Chicago style lasagna that they call pizza, but also like
But
casserole.
for our listeners, like break down Chicago. For our listeners, especially in the Eastern European region, can you break down what a Chicago pizza is?
a Chicago pizza is like 3 inches thick of. It's lasagna. I mean, it's a casserole.
And
Thick-
it's usually
thick-
it's in a pan, right?
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, it's a
Thick crust.
big
Butter
pan,
crust,
thick
yeah.
crust.
Yeah. Thick
It's
crust,
a
all the
casserole.
ingredients are on the bottom, and then sauce on top.
Sauce and cheese, like so. All the ingredients are essentially buried,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's a souffle. Don't jump or it'll fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a place in Columbus. I forget
It's
the
up at
name of
Polaris.
it. No,
No, not that one.
Actually, Giordano's.
that Giordano's
yeah,
or whatever
they,
is
they
here.
came from Chicago. And
Yeah,
opened
you
up
got
a
to
spot up
order
there.
45 minutes ahead or
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
45 days ahead.
something like that.
No, let me.
So
I'll try
then,
and find the
conversely, you'd have your New York style, which is thin.
Thin, floppy, fold it in half, eat it. You got your Ohio Valley, which is
And I wasn't familiar with that until you brought it up.
not a whole lot of people are, and
It's becoming
most-
more popular, but like not
most
quickly.
most pizza assholes won't even recognize the.
Is it
the
kind of an
style.
in between?
So it's focaccia bread, focaccia.
Focaccia?
bread. Focaccia. It's a big thing of focaccia bread, basically.
So more like a flatbread type.
Kind of.
Kinda, yeah.
And they're done. Some places do them in 12, so you get 12 slices out of a tray. And other places do it, you get 24 slices.
But they're
out
like
of a tray.
rectangular slices.
They're 4-inch rectangles.
Okay.
The dough's made every day, or the day before. So you've got
so it
fresh
can
dough.
rise, yeah.
It rises. You put it on the tray, knead everything out, put your sauce on it, and a little bit of cheese, and you throw it in the oven.
Oh, so it's like a very light dusting of sauce versus
Yes.
drenching.
You don't drench it. It's a very light dusting of sauce. You put some cheese, a little bit. I'm talking like just a sprinkle of cheese.
So like Sicilian style almost?
Nope, because it's not done. You
Okay.
use that as a gauge for cooking. So the crust turns golden brown, the cheese melts, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
So then you go ahead, you pull it out, cut it up, box it, and then put your ingredients on it and close the box. So you put, if you want cheese, you
So
throw
it's
your
like cold
cheese.
ingredients?
Yeah, the ingredients are cold, and people are like, "Oh, I'm not eating raw pizza." Well, it's not fucking raw, asshole.
Yeah.
It's the ingredients are just cold.
These are the same assholes that eat cookie
just-
dough by the log.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
calm down first off.
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling attacked.
He didn't say by the bucket. Fuck.
He didn't say by the
So
ice
here's
cream scoop.
it's Meister's Bar in Columbus. That's their Chicago pizza.
Oh, that's okay. That reminds me of Godfathers, which I know that's a shitty comparison. So I don't.
I used to love Godfathers
No
back in the day.
disrespect to Meister's Bar,
Meister's Bar.
but yeah, I think Godfathers was my first encounter with Chicago style.
Yeah. And that's a casserole to me.
Yeah, it's a big.
But then so you box the pizza, you take it home. Most of these places you do not eat on premise.
Okay.
You box it up, you take it home. By
So-
the time you get home,
okay.
the heat of the pizza has melted the
all-
cheese
okay.
or softened it up enough. And we'll always do, like, even at DeCarlo's or at any of the places around the Ohio Valley, from East Liverpool down to past Wheeling and down towards, like, I guess Morgantown. I don't know. Down, you just follow.
So
down
more
the
like
river.
The worst parts of Ohio.
southeast
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really only along
Appalachian.
Yeah, it's really only along the river.
Okay.
They'll tell you the only way to get it is you order it. You know, if you want 4 slices, you just say I need 4 regular, extra cheese on the side, and they'll box up your 4 regular. You get a bag of extra cheese, and it's not like a tiny Ziploc bag that you used to get a dime in. It's like a gigantic fucking semen
I
bag.
don't know. I've never had
Like
a
a-
dime of cheese before.
Not cheese.
It's like
Ah, cheese.
it's like a gigantic bag that you would put bull semen in.
Like one of those Wick bags of cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great
exactly.
comparison. A giant bag you put bull semen in because everybody knows what that looks
I know.
like.
Well, I've been watching Yellowstone, so
Oh yeah, I'll get
Everybody's got YouTube.
Anybody got a bull semen bag?
So-
we're getting full up over
I
here.
don't even know if that's a thing. I just said it, but it's a gigantic bag that they'll just put 2 huge handfuls of cheese in for 4 slices, and you end up with cheese left over. So you just take it home.
So it's one
throw
of those
the
things
extra
where they
cheese
sort
on
of
it,
cook by feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's always homemade. Like it's never
It's good.
none of the ingredients are ever frozen. None of them are ever like nothing sits for days. It's the cheese is shredded every day. The pepperoni is about the only thing they buy that's
Get shredded every day.
Is it like limited as in terms of toppings?
No. Yeah, I mean you can get whatever you
Orlando's
want.
was, but
Orlando's
DeCarlo's
was the
was
only
not.
one. So when growing up, Orlando's in East Liverpool, which the building's gone now, that was the only one. Orlando Marook was from Italy, and he's like, "This is how we're doing the pizza. You get pepperoni, you get cheese, you get nothing else. I reserve the right to kick you out of my shop if you ask
Also,
for anything
like the
else."
Billy Goat Tavern almost.
Yeah. And,
Cheeseburger.
and my mom convinced him to do mushrooms.
That was probably a big stretch for him.
And that was a big stretch for him. Like and finally he gave in because she started showing up with the little like 4-ounce jars or cans of mushrooms.
Long story short, Martelle's mom in Orlando did shrooms, and here he is.
Yeah. And so she would open that up and she'd put them on.
What,
and he's
with
like,
Alaska mushrooms or whatever.
yeah, mezcal mushrooms. It's fine. It's fine. But she would put them on and he would yell at her. And she's like, what are you going to do? Kick me out of here? She goes like,
He's like, yes.
and he's like, I'm not leaving. So she'd put them
No
on.
pizza,
and then,
1 year.
And she'd sit there and eat it in front of him.
The pizza Nazi.
Yes.
So finally, he ended up adding mushrooms because everybody else would come in and ask for mushrooms, but no peppers, no sausage,
No onions.
no onions,
I
no
think
anchovies.
I think you might have given your mom the sausage once.
Probably not. You know she's dead, right?
Oh, is she? I'm so sorry, man. I feel so bad.
No, you don't.
I haven't known that for 5 years or
But,
longer.
I remember
But-
the one time you put the audio of your mom singing, and like the audio jumped really loud. I was in my office listening, and it scared. Like 2 dribbles of pee came out because the volume was so loud, and I wasn't ready for it.
That's bad editing.
That's a
on my part.
post-production error. We need a better producer, man.
We do. We need a better producer. But so I prefer that. So if I was going out for pizza, that's what I want. I want what I grew up on. I want DeCarlo's. I want the Caesars. I want Dan's. I want Mama G's.
You
And
want,
a lot of these.
you're tasting. You're looking at memories when you eat pizza.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
nostalgic.
It's not even a
Yeah,
nostalgic
I can't even
thing.
get anything. I grew up in Buffalo, and Buffalo's got its own style of pizza. So a lot of
Yeah.
cup and char. Most like chain restaurants don't do well there because literally every other corner is a pizza place. Fresh dough, fresh cheese, fresh sauce, house-made sauces.
I'm glad we didn't get
It's-
pizza last
Yeah,
night.
that.
Beth was like,
This is my third meal in a row that's been pizza. We had pizza for dinner last night. I had leftovers for breakfast, and now I'm eating it for lunch. I couldn't be happier, to be
Yeah,
honest.
so being from Buffalo, again, for our Eastern European listeners, tell us about Duff and Anchor Bar.
Duff is better. Anchor Bar is trash. Anchor Bar may have originated wings, but they certainly did not perfect them.
So tell us that legend about Duff.
It was. I don't remember the exact. Guys came into the bar late at night and they were looking for something to eat, and all they had left over was wings. So the proprietor basically threw them in a fryer and tossed them in sauce, and thus wings were born.
Buffalo Wing was born.
We just call them wings.
Okay, because you're from Buffalo, kind of like in France, they probably just call it toast.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, so
in a pan.
And
they just call them
Patrick,
cakes.
do y'all just call them muffins?
They're not English.
yeah. British.
Shout
they
out,
probably
shout
call
out
them-
UK Patrick.
They call
Today
them
is-
crumply wits or something
Yeah.
stupid.
Today is UK Patrick's birthday. So happy birthday.
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Patrick. He's probably pissed right now. That's why he's not on the show.
He's probably happy he's not on the show after last week's show.
So back to the sauce.
Sauce was, there's so many variations now, but originally it's just butter and Frank's Red Hot. Frank's Red Hot is still my go-to.
Yeah,
Same here.
same. I actually make a garlic butter Frank's Red Hot wing sauce. That's amazing.
I have a deep fryer, but I don't use it to make wings anymore. I usually par cook them in the oven and use the air fryer. And when I do them in the oven, I'll do them low and slow for a while just to render out some of the fat. And instead of butter, I'll use that fat to toss. So schmaltz and hot sauce.
Damn,
And
that's-
it's the best.
Schmegma and hot sauce.
Yeah, that's the best wing
That sounds
sauce
interesting.
ever.
The schmaltz, not the schmegma.
Yeah.
That's how I toss my salad.
Toss other people's salads the same way.
Both hands.
All right. So as we're sitting here eating pizza and talking about pizza and wings, we're drinking beers. We're beers.
beers.
And this is, Mike said this is one of his favorites. So it's Summit Brewing. It's part of their Union series, and it's a Rebellion Stout. It's an export double stout.
They made
and
it once.
It's from the UK.
No, it's from Minnesota.
It says
Same thing.
Hops from the UK and stout malts.
Stolzmalz.
Stout
It's
malt.
German too.
Yeah, it's German too. Stout malt from Ireland.
Yeah.
And it's proudly brewed in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Yeah, they made it once in 2013.
So it's basically a Budweiser.
So this is a 2013
And it's
stout.
8.5%.
Summit is out of Minnesota?
Yep.
Okay. What else? Do they make anything else? Because the name sounds familiar.
I don't think they distribute in
Outside of the
Ohio anymore. They used to, but they scaled back.
Are they the Sacred Cow people?
No, that's
Okay. That's out of Wisconsin. My
yes.
bad. Yeah. I don't know about I've never had it, but I just hear it's like. Actually, no. I apologize. I have had it once. on
Spotted
tap.
Cow, yeah.
Spotted Cow, and I didn't know what it was.
that's New Glarus.
Mysterious
Yeah.
cow.
But it's like this. It was like Yingling back in the day. You could only get it like a handful of places, but I
Yep.
think they're still sticking
Like
to
all
that.
of Pennsylvania.
You can get it, I think, now in Illinois.
You can get it in a
also.
lot of places, just not Ohio.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of stuff
Yeah.
you don't try anymore.
Shout out OHLQ.
Right.
Fucking assholes. Holding shit all the time. We don't hold anything.
I flip off the building every time I drive past it whenever I go to World of Photography because it's right down the street.
I actually worked on redoing their lighting. Had I known then what I know now,
You need to go back and switch the frequency so
Went
it's
around-
constantly twitching.
I would have went around and punched some gooches.
Yeah.
Just walk into an office and uppercut
Just
somebody's
randomly
thing.
punch somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, it's their whole thing's bullshit. But no, this is I don't know what I've got a sinus
For an
infection,
8%er, it's
so
pretty smooth. Like it's not abrasive. Like
Not
you
only
would
for-
normally.
no, it's very
expect.
sweet and chocolatey.
It is very smooth. It also looked like used motor oil,
It's supposed
That's
to.
how I like it.
but
But it
I
does
expected
say-
to drink dark, like a Guinness stout or something. This doesn't.
Agreed.
This
Yeah.
says Keller Black Coal.
Although now that I tilt my glass with a little bit left in it, there is a beer booger or something in it in my glass.
Good.
That's
So-
roughage.
It's called protein.
It's pulp.
Yeah,
it's pulp. Beer pulp.
roughage.
You'll
It's
be
like that
fine.
meme I shared that said, "Just think the world could be worse" or something. It's like milk could have pulp.
Yes.
That's
It
called
does.
cottage
It's called
cheese.
curds.
Or if you get that whole unfiltered milk.
Raw.
Yeah, my wife likes to get that, and I just look it in the fridge, and I'm just like, "Eesh."
Mel drinks raw milk.
Yeah.
I want to try that.
I've drank milk
same.
straight
It's
from
hard.
the cow.
It's
It's really good, actually.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's
From the
warm.
bull, not so much. Yeah.
no.
Well, it's warm.
Thicker.
It's
Not
just
bull's milk.
it's thicker. It's better for baking. A little saltier.
It sticks to your ribs.
Yeah, it really binds things together. You got to use that for cooking. That's bull milk is cooking milk. Makes great tomato soup.
Bisque.
It's nice. Great tomato
And grilled cheese. Good Lord.
That's a good beer.
It's good. I like it.
We've got choices. We've got the little.
We're in the
box.
Macshack. We've got a billion choices.
We've got the box set over here, and I've got.
I
some
feel like
other
if I
ones our
clap in a
cooler.
certain pattern, a magic wall will open up and there'll be another collection.
Yeah. Another floor is going to like.
It's like
It's going
it's
to
like
be
a
like the
bar's
bat
gonna
cave.
drop
Yeah.
down.
There could be. I mean,
You're not wrong.
we moved the table and the rug. There's a basement.
2,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Called the bunker.
Yeah. It's soundproof. Why? It's so weird.
Yeah, I know.
I just. What was the?
What's the lotion
80s,
over
was
there
that
for?
Better Off Dead, where he pulls out the bottle of champagne to christen the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
What is
No.
that?
That was One Crazy Summer.
one crazy
Yeah.
summer. Yeah.
It's like,
I've
well,
not seen
we
either
just
of
want to
those.
christen this boat. He's
What is-
got like a full size grocery bag, and he
So-
pulls out the top, and it's a little tiny bottle like that.
So this is.
You got to get a picture of that for sure.
Oh, I will. So Michael bought this because I did not. And it's called Strength in Numbers, and this is 57.8%,
And it's a beer.
and it's a beer
Of what?
of beer.
Bull
it's a beer.
semen.
It's so this is like ethanol.
yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. It's a. It's
But
an
the
ice,
funny-
Mostly
ice and
halfway done
Bach.
with this first little
I
beer.
could use this to start my 250
This is carb cleaner.
if it's cold.
Yes.
It's carb cleaner.
Yeah.
Ether.
It's got a wax seal.
It's a very pretty bottle.
Michael sent me this, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so fucking tiny. I will bring an eyedropper so that we can divvy this out. I'm not going to
How do
tell
we
you
share
the
this?
price. Of
I
what
don't want to
you
know the
paid
price.
I do.
At that percentage and that size.
for this tiny little bottle. But I can
absolutely
tell
wanna
you
know the price.
I can tell you, behind Randy, there is a bottle with.
Sorry
a
that
piece
none of you can see it.
Right. Well, there's a bottle behind Randy with a yellow tag on it so that Mo can see it, and you'll have to get up. That is basically called Snake's Venom, and that bottle was $99.99. So it was a $100 bottle.
That one.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's 67%
In a beer?
in a beer, and that
How
came
do
in.
you-
Well, that came in a 12-ounce bottle.
That
Michael
shit has
thought-
to be
Michael-
illegal in 48 states.
I think Michael thought this was coming in a 12-ounce bottle.
I got that. I had to have that shipped from.
Is that one of those
Scotland.
things where you ordered it on eBay and then you got it and you're like, oh.
No, I just didn't pay attention. I
That's
was
on-
like, oh,
that-
we could totally do this
let's-
on the show. And then I came in, and my
You-
wife's like, I had to sign for a package that came this morning.
You're like, oh, sweet.
and I turned and I see the box, and I'm like, oh, I did not read.
The
You got that
fine
from
print.
Wish.com.
Yeah. Well, this is from BrewDog, and it came from
Canal Winchester.
It came from Scotland.
Scotland. Okay.
Yeah, this one came from Scotland because they're not making
Not from
this
Columbus.
in Canal. But
Anal.
it is up to the Macshack
Yeah.
if we
Oh.
are going to drink this or not. I just think it's funny that the
Yeah,
bottle is
we're
so
gonna
tiny.
we're gonna
I
try.
don't.
And,
No, we shouldn't drink that. We should wait. For,
I have another one. I
Jesus.
bought two. So this
Mo's like, I
57
still got to get the date
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
it's not even a mouthful. This 57.8%
That's what she
beer
said.
that reaches its colossal ABV through the traditional ice block method, which means freezing the beer and removing chunks of ice so that what you're left with is a concentrated high ABV liquid.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So
This
it's
beer
like ice
also,
wine then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This beer also features a blend of BrewDog's own Death or Glory and ice distilled Belgian Golden Ale that's been sitting in whiskey casks for 10 years. The result is unlike anything you've had or likely to have again.
Can we know what you paid for it? I got it.
No.
You-
La, 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 la,
Tell
la,
me
la.
off the
'Cause
air.
If he tells me, I'm not going to.
Well, I'll go home
I'll
and Google
tell you
it
right now.
I'll go home and Google it. I don't care.
This was $30
Oh, that's not.
That's not bad,
too
but
bad.
if I paid $30 and then got that bottle, I'd be like, what the hell?
per ounce. It's a little
Yeah.
rough, but
Yeah.
Since there's 3 of them.
It's 3 of them. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, we got to get a good picture of that. It's a cute little bottle.
it's that's a turn it into a keychain.
Imagine getting that thing and, man, I'm going to get wasted tonight, take it to the party. I'm going to tell everybody how high the ABV is, and then you roll in with that.
And everybody's like, what?
This is what I'm drinking tonight, guys.
This is it.
This is
You're
it.
How much you at? I
Oh,
only
you're
had
only going to
one,
have
bro.
one? Yeah.
I'm gonna do a Randy and just dump this whole bottle upside down right into this glass.
Oh, Jesus. That's got a nose.
Oh my god, it smells so good. I like it. I like it a lot.
I'm trying to pour that one light, actually. Because I don't have to pay for per ounce.
It's basically like doing a shot of
I owe
whiskey.
you about $12 right now. Ooh, oofta.
It smells so chocolatey.
You definitely get bourbon notes in
It
that.
smells like chocolate and Doritos.
I don't know about the Dorito part, but
That's a
it is super
Mikael
chocolatey.
and
though.
Mo. He's rinsing out and draining his glass.
Yeah.
Mo is a
Mo's over
professional.
there like only the best for me.
Well, man, if I'm going to drink this, I'm going to make sure I get the full-on experience.
Yeah,
so
right.
You gonna stick the bottle up your butt when you're done?
Maybe.
Mayhaps.
It's not flavored.
I
I,
won't
don't
judge.
recommend it.
It might get
It's
lost
not
in there.
tapered. Yeah. Thank
Might
you,
get
sir.
lost.
All right.
Oh,
That's gotta.
yeah. I got some pizza crust in the cabinet. Hold on.
Yeah, Can I get some water? Where's the gold cup there? The Macshack's so fancy they don't even have red Solo cups. We have gold Solo
Yeah.
cups.
That's
are
actually
metal.
copper.
They're made of gold.
I love gold.
Isn't that funny?
So it's
Wow.
It looks like
It
bourbon.
tastes like steak sauce.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely some Worcestershire
There's
to it.
That's
some Worcestershire
okay. It wasn't Doritos. Worcestershire
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shire.
100%. It's very soy
It's
saucy.
very, very.
Well, they have something over there called Maggi, which is very similar
Is it?
to Worcestershire.
I don't mind it actually.
No.
Here,
Although
pour that in your glass.
Although I will say I do take shots of Worcestershire sauce, and so do my kids.
Let me get that rinse it out bottle because I want this stuff out of my glass. No offense, Michael. Thank you for sharing. Thanks for having me at the Macshack.
There's like some
That is-
fruity tones.
There's
yeah.
a little bit, yeah. It's not bad.
It tastes like it
But
tastes.
this is the perfect amount to drink.
Let me see.
I mean, you can definitely tell it's high octane.
Yeah.
because it does have. It doesn't have bite.
You guys are all freaking high. That tastes like all these soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce mixed with butthole.
Now you're just throwing words at Michael.
I'm just throwing words out, not directing at anybody.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
giving an honest opinion.
There's a salinity to that.
I'm not about that life.
Oh,
Yeah, on the nose, like
So
you
all
said.
that talk about bull semen, huh?
yeah.
That tastes like Asian bull semen.
Everyone's all about bull semen until it's time to do bull semen shit.
That's right.
Everybody likes bull semen.
If I take this photo right, it's going to look. Perspective is gonna
Huge.
Be crazy.
It's gonna look huge.
It's going to be huge.
I drink a giant glass of that. Look, it's sitting on that boat dock.
So like on the nose, it's not like anything.
Nothing like what it tastes
No,
like.
it's nothing like what it tastes like.
On the nose, I was like, oh, this would be all right.
It's very-
I'm not a beer guy, but this would be
It's like
good.
sour chocolate.
Yeah.
That's a horrible thing to think about.
Well,
It's with a little hit of maybe some coffee-ish.
Yeah.
Imagine biting into a Reese cup and getting Worcestershire sauce and soy sauce when you're not expecting it. Kick them in.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
It is
good for
definitely
you
a-
guys. That's awful.
I keep
I would
going
send
at
back-
it like it's a whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like whiskey. Looks like a really dark.
Well, I was about to say the Golden Ale 10 years in whiskey barrels. That's that right
It looks like
there.
a dark char whiskey.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I'm sorry that you
number
paid
4?
for that.
Is that the
What's that?
number 4? That's the where it's like burnt,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, 6.
6. Okay.
There's 6 char levels, 1 through 6, and then there's
So on a scale from, so you'd be a 1 and Mo would be like a 3.
3.5.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I wouldn't be a 1.
You'd be like a
I'd be more
0.
like a -2. I'm pretty. I get pretty pasty in the wintertime.
Well,
I can't get the taste
negative
of this on my mouth.
.009.
yeah.
First beer I loved. That one.
I'm toasted. I'm not a char.
lightly toasted.
Lightly toasted.
He's a
Lightly
toasted.
The
oak.
toaster was set on 1.
Like 0.5 on the toaster.
Yeah.
You push it down and it just pops right back up. You're like, it barely
Like,
warmed the bread.
Is it broken?
It's more stale than it is toasted.
So on the second, I didn't get the Worcester until the end.
Oh,
No,
But
the
it's-
second sip is much sweeter.
It's much sweeter, almost like oh, there's the Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
It's almost like a
salty taint.
no.
Just licking.
It's like it's kind of peachy. Like it's got that.
There's definitely fruit notes.
Yeah.
100%.
There's something fruity to
What
it.
the hell?
Apricot, sour
are you
cherries,
guys on?
something.
I think sour cherries. It's.
I got none
No,
of that.
I totally like. I picked that up on that first pass.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
dark, tart fruit.
But it's
Yeah,
not
I'm
something.
glad I tried it.
Yeah, I'm
Fruit
glad I
had been
tried
stored
it.
in a prison inmate's butthole for 3 days.
Someone's
maybe.
prison pocket or prison purse.
Prison purse, yeah.
But this comes down to you also not really liking beer and stout.
I'll drink beer all day. That's not beer.
Actually, that is.
No,
Yeah.
That's
No.
frozen ass beer.
Yeah.
it's frozen ash. You're right. You are absolutely correct.
I'm not saying it's great, and I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying that
That
it's,
is.
It's a definite
You know what?
experience.
I'll put
It's
it
an
this way. I'm glad I
experience.
got to experience it, and it was unique. But I don't care if I never ever taste it again in my life.
That's
I like the
fine.
bottle.
So it's 130.
It's 115%.
Almost. Yeah, 115.
Yeah. It's,
It doesn't taste high octane.
57.8.
It definitely doesn't taste high ABV.
So like when you
It's 57.8, 115.6 proof.
what was that thing you gave me and tried to kill me? That 13%
his
beer.
big old penis.
Well, besides that.
Oh no, that was
It was sideways.
That was yeah. No, that was one of the evil twins, and they're 17%.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like when you gave me that, like that,
McKellar.
that sort of punches you in the throat because it's like alcohol.
Yeah,
And this doesn't really get that. You get more on the tongue than you do like after you
right.
gulp it.
Yeah, no, this is. I'm not saying it's good. It's an experience.
Yeah.
It's totally an
I'm
experience.
glad I can say I've experienced it. But I'm also okay.
I would have
Never experiencing
not
it again.
ever.
So
I don't
Even-
I don't know what I expected a 60%
Well, that's saying I didn't.
to taste like.
Same.
That wasn't it.
Yeah, in a beer, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like in a whiskey, I expect. I know what I'm getting into.
For sure.
I've had enough experience, but with
Yeah,
the
it was
beer,
definitely whiskey notes in a beer format.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some
And
chocolate.
at that point, you have no carbonation, so it's
Yeah.
also you also
Yeah.
have that messing with your
Yeah,
head.
I mean, there's definitely some like stout notes on this. I mean, there's chocolate. There's the vanilla.
The dried fruit.
There's
of
the
some
dried
sort.
fruit like from a whiskey barrel. But then there's I think just that freezing process
Probably makes it
kind of takes away from some of that, and that's where you're getting that Worcestershire like steak
that
sauce
sour-ish,
and sour
yeah.
flavor to
salty
it.
sour type.
Yeah.
do good, drink beer. It
Yeah.
says over and over on the rim of this.
Now on the front of this box, when
That's
you're
a
just looking
cool-
at it, it says "Comes Delight."
Now here's my thing: you got this beer can out of a box.
darkness comes delight.
Why is the can so dented up? like package better. If you're gonna put it in a box, keep
Well-
the can safe.
Well, I had it muled to me, so
Now
Prison
this
purse.
is
I was gonna say that had to be uncomfortable.
who's the brewery on this one?
The can's cool. The packaging's great.
Oh, Ex Novo Brewing Company. So this is
We haven't been rating any of these. Should
That's
we?
fine.
Oh,
Well, we can. So all right, we'll jump back. So
Let's
the
back
Summit
up, yeah.
Union Rebellion Stout. What do you guys rate that?
well, it can't be a 4 because you can't get it
you
anymore.
can't get it
Right.
anymore. Yeah,
But how much was that bottle or the pack?
The 6-pack I think was like $12.
Three.
So
Yeah.
Three
reasonable.
donuts.
Yeah.
I would if I could get that today. I'd say 3.5, easy. I really like that one. Your $30 Keebler Elf bottle, I give it a 1. That would sit on the shelf between the Kentucky Tavern and the Beam 8-star for me.
Well, lucky for Michael, he's got another one that is unopened.
Yeah.
But what do you got? What do you guys rate?
So when you really need to fight, yeah.
Yeah.
right. What do you rate the first one we had though? I jumped ahead a little. I give that a 3.
3.5, 4.
Three and a
But I have 2 bottles left that I've been just.
You know what?
hanging
Thank
on
you
to.
so much for sharing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's-
Considering that's what 10 years old.
It's 2013, so
Yeah.
yeah, about 9-10 years old.
What about you, Mo?
Oh, solid 3. Like only reason it's not a 4 is because you can't
You can't
get
get.
it.
Yeah, I would have rated it much higher if
Yeah.
I could get some.
Yeah, I'm at a 3. I'm easily at a 3 for that. That was good.
So, what do you guys think about the Keebler Elf bottle?
So the BrewDog strength in numbers.
And incidentally, you can only get that overseas or in Ohio.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Given what we usually face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll start. I'm gonna give this. I'm giving it's a 2.5. It's an experience.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Fine. I give it a 1, but a 1.5 for the experience. I tasted it.
Yeah.
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 But I did not enjoy anything about
I
it.
didn't like one moment of it.
I really didn't. I'm being honest. I think the package is cool. I would have been flabbergasted as well if I paid $30 and that showed up. smaller than my thumb. Bigger than my penis, though, so I guess it's got that going for it.
Well, same wax top, though.
Yeah. It's uncircumcised. Mo, what do you think about that?
Sneaking
I'd
at
say
your
a
leg.
solid 2. 2.
2,
'Cause it's-
2.5.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's unique. It's
For
an
me.
experience.
It's an
Like
experience.
it's definitely not the worst thing I've drank.
No.
Now, if you would have poured that out and told me and didn't tell me it was a beer, I would have never guessed it was
No,
a beer.
same.
I would have guessed it was some kind of cooking soy sauce, something. Not a beer.
Yeah.
See, I think you should have given it a second try.
I don't
'Cause
even
it
know.
changed.
I don't even know how I would.
I'm okay.
What I would identify it as if you just poured it for me and had me drink it.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't.
I certainly wouldn't say beer.
I think
No,
we have.
and
I
I
think we have a
wouldn't
new
call
fun
it a
game.
whiskey either.
I would almost say wine.
Or like, yeah, it's
Something
very,
brewed.
It's very port-like.
We're going to start.
Yeah,
a
with the
segment.
viscosity.
Yeah, because it's thick and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, it is.
sweet.
I definitely would have lent towards wine for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
I would have went with something brewed, just like soy sauce is brewed, Worcestershire sauce is kind of brewed.
Or fermented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really. Like
Well,
fish
Fermented.
sauce.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So now we're on to this.
So this is a
kill-
stout. It is aged for 1 year in whiskey barrels. So it has notes of vanilla, roasted malts, oak, bourbon, toffee, and roasted marshmallow.
it does. It has all of those. It has every one of those.
Kill the sun.
Killed the sun.
It reminds me of that Adam Sandler.
So this
skit.
is a limited edition 4-pack of beers. This is 100 out of 250.
Each
so-
can has a different collar on it. Are they different
Each-
beers?
They
Yeah.
are 4 different beers.
Oh, okay.
and this is ex novo, and they are out of
They're Pacific Northwest.
they're Peeners.
You're a peener.
I can be a peener.
So yeah, no wonder they're talking about Kill the
Portland.
Sun because they've never seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever heard that Adam Sandler skit?
North Portland.
Adam Sandler skit when he's trying to get his friend to join the religious cult.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I had all of his albums up to one point.
And he's like,
Oh, that's good.
he's like trying to get his buddy to join the cult with him. He's like, well, I don't know if I have time. I was going to go tanning. He's like, oh no, don't fucking do that. The beast hates the sun, all that shit. And he's like, he doesn't like the sun. He's like, yeah, whatever. He says, fuck the sun. I hate it too. Long live the fucking beast.
I've never heard that one.
I haven't heard that one. But, I mean, he's not wrong.
That's very drinkable.
For
Yeah, I
a stout,
like it.
that's good.
I like it.
I think this, just knowing my limits, this would be a one and done.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Well, they don't even.
This is a thicker beer.
Yeah, this is
It's
a
only
stout.
11. It's only 11.
No, but I'm saying just how heavy it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's my thing with beer too. There are guys that sit and slam like a 12-pack, and I'm just like,
Well, it depends what kind of beer it is.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
true.
if you're drinking Miller Lite, that's what it's
Yeah,
built
well,
for.
that's water.
Drinking Miller Lite, you're slamming 30 packs
Yeah, that's
Slamming sleeves.
before you taste anything.
But
or
something
feel
like
anything.
this, yeah, I would drink this and be done for the night or day or whatever.
Now, I still have one of those. I think I have two, actually. I think I have two of the Evil Twin 17.2%. I have a big ass, I think it's a big ass money stout.
That's
And
the
I
one
have-
you gave me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I have one of the, I can't remember what it's like doofus or some bullshit. I can't remember what the name of the other
I just
one is.
remembered it had the word ass in it, and I couldn't remember.
Big ass money stout.
Yeah.
I think I have one more of
That's
those.
what I look for in my beer.
Yeah.
I found it while I was going through, like I was cleaning out the pantry and rearranging all of my Goose Islands, and I'm like, oh, hey, look at that! Here's a
big-ass
big ass
stout.
money stout.
Yeah.
We'll put that out in the fridge.
That's pretty good.
So this has the nose of your typical stout.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, a typical barrel aged stout.
Yeah.
definitely
Well,
one that's.
but it doesn't.
It's not overly boozy.
Yeah, you know,
all.
like
No.
like a KBA, like how that's really you really smell the bourbon in that. Like
Yeah.
this, I don't.
No, I didn't
really
smell
pick up on
or
it.
taste an overwhelming bourbon in it, but it's very, and I'm going to use the word Martelle, and I have come to love smooth for a stout.
Yeah, everybody hates the word smooth. It's very
There's some
smooth.
stouts that
creamy.
I don't
smooth
mind.
and moist.
Yeah.
We always talk about how I'm not a beer guy. I don't drink a lot of beer.
Do you want more?
Well, I already it's on my glass.
It's got a decent body to it. It's not.
let
like,
me ask you this: are we going to open all those cans? I would rather not. I'll take more of this, but I don't want to open all your cans.
Yeah,
and
we're
have
gonna
a bunch
save
of
some.
cans we can't
We're gonna
finish.
save some for the next show.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
Because
fine.
you and I have shit to do today.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other. I'm
And
like,
Mo
let's-
has another hour and a half of driving.
Yeah.
because we did
least.
not scale ourselves well last time. So let's not open the other cans.
True story.
If we're not opening the other cans, yes, I will take another one if this is where we're stopping.
I say
with-
we stop
with the
here.
beers.
Yeah.
You know what?
Because there's still
I
a lot of
was-
beer left in there.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I don't want to waste it.
Yeah, no
I'm like,
shit.
don't crack open 4 cans that you can't get easily. Like
Yeah,
you can go down
for
to
sure.
Marathon
And thank
get
you for
these.
sharing these experiences with us, man. This is-
Absolutely.
The last
These
time
are
I was here
majestic.
at the Macshack, I was not overly intoxicated. I walked out of here just fine, drove home, and stayed up for another hour and watched TV.
Well, I went home and stayed up.
But I wasn't trashed.
No, you handled it surprisingly well.
Because I'm a professional drinker.
I was completely shit-faced.
He was fucked up.
You'd been drinking before we started, though, hadn't you?
Well,
No.
no, I got up at 3 o'clock that morning to work.
Oh, that's what it was.
Worked
You had
all
no
day.
Oh, I thought you said to drink.
No, got up at 3 o'clock in the morning, worked all day.
He pre-gamed for 8 hours.
Came back, was home for about 35 minutes, and then the show started.
Yeah.
And then we did 2 shows.
Hadn't eaten anything. all
yeah,
day.
we did.
No,
Yeah.
no, and
2
then
shows, no food. Cracked open.
We had
we-
food. We had
moonshine.
charcuterie boards.
yeah, we had the charcuterie.
Oh, that's right,
We had
that's
the
right. The charcuterie board?
The
Yeah.
charcuterie boards.
And then had 9, I think. 2. We had
10 bottles of whiskey.
yeah, 10 and 2 moonshines
2
and 8 bottles of
moonshines.
whiskey.
Did we try that?
No, it was 10 bottles of whiskey, 2 bottles of
Well,
moonshine.
10
And then
tastings.
afterwards,
afterwards-
we
Wait,
had
wait.
2
You
beers.
got to differentiate. 10 tastings or 10
Yeah, 'cause I
bottles?
left.
We had 10
I
tastings.
left, and then you
There
guys-
were 10
You guys
different
cracked open
bottles.
beers after I left.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And not little beers.
No. Heavy hitters, like
Yeah.
10 percenters plus. Like the
Oof,
Hop Slam. Hop Slam.
Manly
at
beer. Oh, yeah.
least a
I love some
10%.
Hop Slam. Those are good.
Yeah.
Well, that was the
I had
first
one
thing we
last
had.
night.
I have a couple. I
There's
have
a
about a
little more in
case
there.
of
You
that.
guys can finish off.
Well, I don't have a basement anymore, but I have.
What happened to your
about a case of
basement?
Yeah, how is the new house?
There's no
Wait, you
basement.
moved?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you
we
told me
didn't
that.
tell you.
You got a farm.
No, you did tell me.
A little bit.
So now I have a beer.
You lived on a farm before. It
But
just wasn't yours.
Correct. Now this one is ours. Yeah. So now we have a beer closet.
You went from a beer basement to a beer closet.
yeah.
Sounds like a real down.
Yeah, it is. It does suck.
I forgot to get you something. I have something for you, and I just remembered that.
It's
Paternity test?
Yes.
Okay.
You are not the father.
Yeah.
I mean, hi, Daddy.
You ain't my daddy.
So many
Are you?
different interpretations of that.
I know. I just want to leave it. I just want to leave it open for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Mo likes you.
It's kind of like Pulp Fiction when they open the briefcase. It's left to interpretation.
Yeah, it is what it is. So, what do you guys think? Of this one, we like this one.
I do. So what? That's a four different beers.
Yep.
You can't get in Ohio, right? You had to order it,
No, I had
or
somebody
did you
email
have?
it to me.
Okay, so it's not available. What's the price?
No idea.
It got me.
So this was gifted to you.
Uh-huh.
Well, for that, it's a 4 if it's free. Hey,
If I had to take a guess, based on percentage, granted it's a limited run. If I had to take a guess, each can is probably $10 a can.
10 to 15. I
So
would say
I'd
that's
say
probably
probably.
60.
Yeah.
So $60.
but you don't know what the branding and stuff. It could be like Blanton's, where the branding and the packaging makes it. So we'll say it's not available. It's a decent cost, but
We'll say reasonable cost for
It's
sure.
reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, for a limited edition thing, it's reasonable.
is that different than decent? You guys like blackballing me here and busting my nuts over saying
Why
decent.
has it got to be blackballed, man?
Yeah, why can't it be white ball?
Yeah.
Honky.
It would be white. It would be white ball, but since Mo's here, I guess it's mixed ball.
You fucking
It's a tan ball.
You got
you
tan ball with
American
me here.
saltine.
It's cocoa.
I like this. I give this 3.
Yeah, this is a 3.
And I'm not a stout guy, but I give it a 3.
This is,
I think I would rather drink this than Kentucky Bourbon Ale.
you know what? I am not a big fan of Kentucky Bourbon Ale.
It's
I like the Canadian way better.
This is
Canadian.
This,
There's a Canadian version?
yeah, it's aged in maple syrup barrels.
Oh, shit.
Is that the KBS?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this-
the
the
KBS is
CBS.
amazing. Or CBS.
Mo's like,
Yeah.
you're talking my language.
Yep.
It's right there on top of the
On top of
Put
microwave
me on a
microwave.
dress and call me Susie.
Right there on top of the
Again?
microwave there.
with the horse.
With the horse.
Horse.
Oh.
The Hooers.
Horse.
Who cares?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's like a $15 bottle.
Yeah.
Just on its own.
How easy is this to find?
It's-
They make it like once every 4 years.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, I thought they were
Mo's
doing
about to crack it open.
No,
limited
because
yearly release.
Mel loves KBA, but if she found something that had maple syrup and chocolate in it, she'd probably like stab me.
Leave
in
you
the
for
throat.
it?
Yeah, she'd leave me
Yeah.
for it for sure.
Yeah,
Take
we'll
the
do that
farm.
next time.
Yeah, and I know Mel. She would probably.
So
that's
I
a
don't think said once every
possibility.
4 years. That's so nuts.
Well, they were brewing it fairly regularly and then didn't and then started again. And maybe they're doing it on
See,
the
I thought they
regular
were
again.
doing just a limited yearly release.
Yeah.
On it in the winter. Because I haven't looked for it this year, and I haven't been drinking much beer.
Kind of
to
like
be honest.
the Goose Island.
Yeah.
type deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
but
it's not a regular.
It's not the marketing hype.
You sending her a picture of that bottle's like sending a dick pic, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna make her moist.
Not if you catch me in the background. She's like, who the hell's that? Oh, there's a beer in there, too.
Oh, is that Randy's arm? Ugh. Is
It looks like a butt crack.
ass elbow.
It's pointy elbow.
So disgusting.
Look how fat his elbow is.
No, this is good. I like this. This is
Yeah, this is solid here.
This is a
I mean,
solid-
you can't get it here in Ohio, so
and there was a point in my life where I only drank if it wasn't above like 10%. I really wasn't.
I
Touching
think that was around the time I met you.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't drinking beer because all I
you
had.
saved him, Mo.
Well, no, I mean, all I had beer wise in my fridge was everything was above 10%. They were IPAs above 10%. They were stouts above 10%. Porters above 10%. There was nothing below. I didn't have like 8.5s or 6s. It was all heavy hitter
Just
shit.
big boys.
Yeah, just big boys.
Let's see, and I've
Just the way you like him.
And I would sit and drink 3 in a night and be fine.
I love, I have the beer ingredients tattooed on my arm. I love beer. I have so fallen away from the IPA craze because it's just,
Well,
it's
getting
all you
ridiculous.
can find anymore.
It is.
well, that's
but
like
you
the
have
whiskey
to
thing.
you have to like it though. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not,
I like IPAs. It's just it starts to get boring and repetitive when that's all you can find.
it's like when every
one of the-
movie have Shia LaBeouf in it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
it's why I really
like
like
Holes.
Outer Belt.
That's my favorite movie.
Outer Belt
ever.
makes a lot of lagers and pilsners, and they take
do.
a hell of a lot more skill
Well,
to make
and-
than an IPA.
And Dom's doing a fantastic job over there. And I like Outer Belt as well. I was there last week for a friend's birthday, but I haven't been going recently because the owner. I don't know the owner.
Yeah, they sold.
No, they didn't sell. So what happened was,
but somebody moved, right?
well,
no,
so
the original head
brewer-
brewer went down to
Florida.
Louisiana.
Oh.
No, Louisiana.
Okay.
He went to New Orleans. The company that used to brew Dixie beer, he took over. They rebranded themselves.
I thought he was going to Abita, but it wasn't Abita. It was
No.
a smaller regional brewery. So he left to go there.
I took a pill in a Beta.
Dom took over
And I got a DeVita.
in Agata DeVita. Dom took over, and now he's the head brewer. And the owner, once the previous head brewer left, the owner started stepping in more.
Oh,
So he wasn't doing anything before except just showing up and drinking. Like he wasn't really running the business.
just
previous-
collecting paychecks.
Yeah, he was the
That sounds
previous
awesome,
the
to be
previous
honest.
head brewer was running everything along with the facilities manager. Well, the head brewer left, the facilities manager left shortly after.
Yep.
But because the owner started stepping in and basically putting his fingers into every little thing and wanting
now.
to track things and doing all this other shit that So if you
can't be diddling beers.
no, and if you follow,
If I go in, will he put his fingers into me?
he
That's a bear, not a beer.
yeah.
Oh,
So
rawr.
the
Like rar and stuff.
if you follow their Facebook and Instagram account, he's running all of that now.
Okay.
And you'll
That makes
see
sense.
you'll see all the bullshit that gets posted. So
When you say bullshit, you mean
so they do a
Bull semen.
they do a thing where they'll have like flea markets for crafts, like craft show bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Like people, but they do it in the back. And they're like, oh, well, let's bring in people in to drink. I'm like, half the people that are coming to do this craft show shit are not fucking drinkers.
But the other half are.
No, not even the other half. The other half
So
don't.
then you need to retract your previous statement.
if you have a if you own a brewery, you got to have like a
They're doing
cornhole.
He's turning
That's
it
why I was
into
going to say cornhole tournament or.
He did a special brew so that you could basically do shotgun weddings. Like you come in and get married and you're out. And you get like 2 cases of beer, one that says his and one that says hers. He's doing shit like,
There's
we're
a-
having comedy night here at the brewery. We're doing
All right.
midget wrestling.
I was
We're
about to
doing-
say they have midget wrestling.
they have midget
Did
wrestling.
they
Little
really have
people,
midget wrestling?
little
Yes.
people wrestling. Thank
No,
you.
no,
I
no,
would
it is
totally-
fucking midgets.
Yes.
I would totally go.
I'm not saying I wouldn't go. I'm just saying
Now it's getting gimmicky.
he's turning it into a fucking gimmick.
okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
it's
was about to
midget
say the,
wrestling.
Well-
the kitchen just opened, so they're coming up.
Oh,
they
yeah,
have
they had the
like
trucks
they have
last
a
time,
crab boil.
Yeah, they have the
Yeah, he
truck
does
Seafood
crab
boil.
boils where you have to sign up for seafood boils, and it's the only it's just like all this gimmicky shit. Like he's opened it up to campers and RVs. Like you can rent the parking lot to park your camper in the fucking parking lot,
So
and
he-
you get like a brewery tour.
So
and
he's trying to
tastings.
find ways to generate revenue
He is.
that aren't necessarily
He's
in
really-
line with what you.
He's really stretching the fucking line with me on me going there and being a patron of his facility.
Well, part of the problem is because they're doing so many of these things, the random drop in, you walk in, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, it's a special event today. We
Yeah.
have midget
Oh,
wrestling.
that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I hate.
it's
I hate that. Personally.
yeah, it's like if I'm going out, I don't want to.
I don't want to deal with the bullshit.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like I was when I
So
was
he's
there,
trying to recreate the identity.
but I don't know why. Like they do well without all the gimmicky bullshit. Like when I was in there for the birthday party for our neighbor, they were fucking packed, and there was no special event going on. They were just
It was just a
packed.
Friday.
It literally was just a Friday. They were just packed.
And the one time I went, like,
they were busy.
I felt they were.
when we recorded the show. Over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, there
And
wasn't anything going on.
I think if you're doing
There's a
stuff
podcast
like,
going on.
well,
you
that
idiots.
too. Yeah.
I think if you're doing
They were all
something
there for
like that,
us.
if you're doing it on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, typically less
On an off
busy
day.
days.
Yeah.
Then that's
Oh, but he's doing this
fine.
stuff like on
Oh,
Saturday.
he'll do shit on a weekend.
Yeah, yeah. Like if you're doing midget wrestling and you're cutting
Like
off
Saturday night.
You do
literally
regulars.
half of your establishment for something like
Well,
this.
so he's not cutting off half the establishment. Have you been in the back portion?
The backpack now.
So the backpack. So that used to be the building used to be a Lowe's department store. Like it used to be
Yeah,
a
you
fucking
did tell
Lowe's
me that. I
hardware
remember.
store.
Yeah.
So when you
Was
look
it the
at
Lowe's department store or was it the warehouse?
it may
Either
be
way.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can look at it. And
You
tell
can look
used
at
to
it.
be a
It
Lowe's.
was, but when you're in the building and you stand at the front, you walk right through the front door. You see what is the back of the brewery.
because of
When
windows
you walk
and everything.
through the door that's on that back wall, there's another 2/3 of that building
Okay.
Oh, really?
back there. It's huge.
Okay. I've never driven around the side, so I didn't realize. There
Yeah,
was
like
more
there's
to it.
there's a whole patio out on the one side that's a loading dock that they turned into a patio and then roped off, fenced off a portion of the parking lot so you can go down outside of the roof. And they have this whole patio area. But there's 2/3 of this building that they just use for storage. They used to use it. They used to have batting cages back there because a little league team would rent the space, and then finally wherever that little league team was from, whoever they were, the association said, we don't find it appropriate that you're using a brewery
as batting
as
cages.
a batting cages.
Have they never watched the Bad News Bears?
No.
Duh.
Duh.
Not the original. Just the
So,
remake.
Okay.
so they have this whole other area back there, and that's where they do the midget wrestling. That's where they're doing the shows.
All the side
So that
shows
doesn't
stuff.
affect you going to the bar, though.
It does not affect me going to the bar. It's the gimmicky bullshit that he keeps posting. Like he posted the owner.
So just unfollow him.
Well, I want to know what beers are coming up.
Yeah, I was about to say. you know, I
mean, there's
I
still
still support
benefits.
It still
Dom.
serves a purpose.
I support Dom. I support Bill. They're the only two original employees left at the brewery. Everybody else is fucking new. Like when I walked in there, Bill was like, "Hey, Martelle," and this other girl behind the bar looked at me and she goes, "Who the fuck is that?" And I'm like, oh, you don't
It's
know?
Martelle.
I used to work here. which was
I used to own this place.
which was a line I used once and walked away from somebody, and they were confused as shit because I didn't pay for my beer.
Perfect.
But like, I support Dom, I support Bill, and that's really the only reason I even still go back. But the owner posted a photo of himself and his wife, like, "Hey, we're pregnant," on the fucking Outer Belts website. Who gives a shit? No one fucking cares. You have your own personal Facebook account for that shit. Don't do that on the company's.
They have less followers though.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I know, but shit just like that irritates the hell out
Just
of me.
if you're gonna do that, just like add them as a collaborator. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
Everybody knows how the Instagram works.
Yeah.
But and I'm just like, and I just get kind of like the more he posts, like he'll post the scores of games and add like a little quippy comment to the shit. Like I'm like, fuck off. No one gives a shit what you have to think about.
So
Like
it's
any football game.
Like
going on.
what chaps your cheeks is that it's losing its identity.
It is.
Of which you originally.
I mean,
supported.
Support. Yeah, there you go.
I was there the day they opened, and they're slowly losing their identity of what Outer Belt beer is. Like they are in every store, which is great. They're in every store in Ohio.
I'm still
Yeah.
trying to get them in mine. So
I mean, not every store,
Because I can find them out in Dayton.
but
now,
they're
you know.
basically you can go to Toledo, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Portsmouth. They're in
Dayton.
Beaver
Thank
Creek, Kempton,
Milan.
Enid, London,
Paris, London,
Baltimore, Toronto. They're in every. They're you can find them
all
in
those
almost
foreign
every
cities
store.
that are in
Yes.
Ohio.
Yeah, Lima. Lima.
Troy.
Lima.
Yeah.
Troy. Why is it that Ohio
Russia.
has more cities or towns or villages named after major historical?
I think you
cities?
had this discussion.
We did.
With
Yeah.
America
I'm just
as a
gonna bring it
whole.
up. But this
with
is
UK
Ohio.
Patrick.
I'm pretty sure Ohio has more than any other
Well,
state.
I think it's just because we live here and we're more aware of them. Like I'm sure there are other small towns, especially in the eastern half of the country, but they were all settled by people from other countries.
Well, Toronto.
Those
was,
towns were like New Philadelphia and all this, like all these.
Yeah, that's in Ohio.
right. All these towns were developed and settled by people from other cities.
We
From
call it
old
New Philly.
Philadelphia.
So they were just
Yeah.
like, we're just going to keep the name,
So
but it's here now.
Another thing that I've noticed since I've only lived here for about 10, 15 years, and between Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois,
There's
lot
a
of
Martelle, Indiana.
no, but a lot of counties are the same name too.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Quit posting that on our Facebook page. Buckhorn Podcast Facebook page today is going to be like, did you know there's a Martelle, Indiana?
Like it's named after the creator
the French
of the Buckhorn-
Martelles, yeah.
I actually found out that have you guys heard of Robert the Doll?
Yes.
I know you have. So Robert the Doll is a paranormal
Actually-
phenomenon.
Oh,
After you
Out of
told me
Florida.
that, I heard like 3 different podcasts cover that very thing, and I was like, that's creepy.
So Robert the Doll is
this is like the Annabelle shit.
kind of,
Yes.
it's worse than Annabelle. Like Annabelle is number 2 to Robert. Robert is
Okay, so being of Jamaican and Japanese descent, I arbitrarily have to believe in all this
Wait a minute.
supernatural shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So
You're not
Voodoo.
white?
voodoo.
what was it? Super Troopers. You're not Mexican?
You're not Mexican
You're not Mexican?
because of my mustache.
Yeah, they all think I'm Mexican. You're not Mexican?
Who wants the mustache ride?
I do.
But so Robert the Doll is actually in a museum called Fort
I
Martello.
like how you said because I'm from there, I have to believe it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, because I descend
you
from
didn't catch any of that?
I did.
Although, did you, are
because I descend from those two islands. Yeah,
do Jamaicans believe in voodoo? Or is that more of a Haitian thing?
I think it's more of a Caribbean thing, and not necessarily voodoo, but more of like the power of spirits type
Okay.
thing.
Spirits, for
Yeah,
sure.
but not voodoo specifically.
Not like pin poking.
No, that's more like your Haitians and like
And Japan for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Ancestors.
yeah.
Oh, we should go record a show in the
No.
Death Forest in Japan.
Oh no, no. Not gonna
right,
happen.
Logan
yeah.
Paul.
Yeah, I'll
Would
drive
you
you up to
do-
the entrance and I'll.
Would you go with
I'll-
us and record a podcast
Would you-
overnight at the Mansfield Reformatory?
I actually want to go there just to check it out. Did
I've
they still
been
have-
there.
Did they still have that concert there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, every year. It's like in July or something.
I can't remember what it's called.
that-
Incarceration? Or
Yeah.
something?
Tattoos
Tattoos
and
and
something.
metal.
Yeah, they still do that.
No, I would just
I've
like to
been
check it
there
out
because I was in the area. I drove by to see it because I love Shawshank Redemption, but I've not taken a tour.
I
I
would
just
love to
checked
do
my
that.
phone. I got a random text message from a number I don't know.
Uh-oh.
It says, "Hey there," and I'm going to respond with, "Hey,
Sup?
what's up?"
How you doing?
Sup,
Yeah.
big sexy. About time you texted me.
With a hand wave. Sup? Hand wave.
in a not a grapefruit. What is the?
I just wanted to let you know that
Yeah.
A peach and a
your
grape.
great grandfather just died, and he has left you a considerable money sum.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Have you gotten the text for like we're interested in buying your property?
I get those all the time, and I respond with, "I don't think you can afford the property, but here's my asking price."
Yeah,
I do the same
you screenshotted
thing.
those.
I'm like
a couple times,
$995,000 and
Oh,
it's
no.
yours cash tomorrow. It's a
No.
24-hour deal. Take it or leave
Yeah.
it.
I go 1.7 mil.
They're like, it's out of my range.
Yeah, I get that. Well, I'll pass this along to my manager. I'm like, no, this is
I'm
only.
working. No,
this
I'm
is-
working with you.
I'm like, this is only good for the next 20 minutes. After that, it goes up. I know what I have.
I,
need help
I
selling.
very much enjoy
I know what I have.
messing with those.
So
Years ago, before texting, I got a call one time from a salesman, and we were at a party. So everybody's hammered. And I was like, everybody shut up. And I put
oh,
on
I have no
speaker.
idea who this is. They just asked if Harley is free this evening.
Whoa. Asking about your daughter?
It's probably one of her friends.
Say
Yeah.
define free.
Say, how old are you and what's your gender?
Yeah.
No, this could be.
Are you a 27-year-old dude?
Yeah.
We might have some
Depends. Have I
issues.
seen you on Catch a Predator before?
Why don't you take a seat?
I had somebody.
Oh, I love that. He's sitting there butt naked. And Chris Hans like, why don't you just have a
Why don't
seat?
you have a seat?
Why-
So
why-
tell me, why do you have
have any clothes on?
Why do you have a 12-pack of wine coolers and a box of condoms?
Bartle and James.
Yeah. I mean, at least bring some Trulies. Shit.
I don't know who this is.
2023.
Yeah.
Bring some seltzers.
Can you even find Barlos and James?
I listened to another podcast last week. They said they're still out there.
What about what's
Somebody
the other one?
mentioned it.
Seagram's.
Seagram's.
Yeah.
Oh, those
Seagram's
are
is
out there.
I mean, Zima came back.
Yeah.
Zima-
Yeah.
They come back.
Oh, yeah.
And Jolly
Zima and
Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen them on the shelves anymore.
Yeah.
When they came back, Melissa and I saw them at Kroger, and Melissa's like, "Hold on."
I bought
And
them just 'cause I saw them,
She
yeah.
went to the candy aisle,
Got Jolly
like
Ranchers.
4 bags of Jolly Ranchers,
Yeah.
put them on the display, and she was like, "That's better," and we walked away.
Sales are going to go through the roof.
That's awesome.
We're like, they're not marketing this correctly at all.
No.
All right.
I remember the first time I had Zima, I was like, this is fucking disgusting.
Did you ever have Zima Gold?
No.
It was like the.
But I have had
It was-
Blanton's Gold.
It was the bootleg version of like a ginger beer Zima. It was
No, that's
awful.
that's talking shit on ginger beer.
yeah,
I don't
right.
like.
it
Well,
is.
I don't like ginger beer, so
Yeah, it was a.
Zima Gold was. It was like a ginger.
what do y'all got
Zima
against
sort of-
Irish people?
It was like
Hey.
I am Irish. Knock it off.
You're the one
it was
talking-
already malt liquor, but it was like maltier.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the maltier, like Zima Gold.
The maltier liquor.
No, I'm still at least once a year. I still buy a 6-pack of Mickey's.
The Irish hand grenades.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Mickey's
Got
Big
a little bit of lemony taste to it. Oh, so good.
There was a time about 2 years
Wide
ago.
mouth. Those things go down to like 8 seconds.
2 or 3 years ago, I was like, you know what? I had a craving. I was like, you know what? I haven't had in a long time.
Fried bologna sandwich
Fried bologna sandwich, and it was delicious.
or Kentucky round steak.
a Smirnoff Ice
For those who may know.
just a Smirnoff Ice.
Okay, so I
was
think I
like-
was out of the country when this whole icing thing.
It's like
Came about.
alcoholic squirt.
No, it's like
With
when
the ALS challenge.
Yeah,
no, oddly enough,
pour buckets of Smirnoff on your head.
but oddly enough,
I'm all sticky now.
that story, like a family member of mine is the one that started that.
Shut up. I did that challenge because we had a friend that
Yeah,
did it.
Leonard, or sorry, not Leonard. That's my uncle. It was his brother, Lance Slaughter, was the one that started that with ALS.
That's
It was so
fantastic.
crazy, yeah.
2 degrees of separation.
whose wife was an actually Olympic weightlifter. So it was like really crazy. Like
Who was
really,
in a movie with Patrick Swayze?
No, he was in Hunt for Red October.
Was he really?
Yeah, but he was an extra.
It doesn't matter.
but
That's so cool.
But same guy.
I'm in a shed right now.
Do you remember the not the Russell Crowe Gladiator, but the Cuba Gooding Jr. Gladiator,
Jr.?
the boxing movie?
Cuba
I don't-
Gooding
Oh,
Jr.?
yeah.
He was.
I don't think you spoke English for about 3 seconds there.
No, it's the beer. Yeah, the more alcohol I drink, the rougher my English gets. Yeah, I don't think you guys know English was not my first language.
Was it?
Japanese.
I was gonna say Yiddish.
Yep. Yeah, shalom. Anyway, but the Gladiator movie, that same guy, Lance, was the antagonist in that movie because they had it was the two like boxing gangs.
Yeah.
He was the leader of that gang.
I didn't know that. I know a couple guys that were in Beowulf, but that's about it.
It was animated, bro.
Was there an animated Beowulf?
The first one.
I didn't even watch the movie they were in. I was like, hey, I kind of grew up with those guys. I know them. They were in the movie, and then I never watched it. It looked really bad. All right, let's tie this show up.
How long has it been?
It's been an
About
hour.
an hour.
Martel's texting.
I know who it is.
You're
Sexting
texting
and
now.
casting.
No, it's one of Hartley's really good friends' moms. I just didn't have her number in my
She
phone.
hot? No.
So, all right.
Get you some.
Now that that's on tape,
Check us out.
wrap this up.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Insta, Google, Twitstagram.
Thanks
night,
to
all.
Mo and Michael at the Macshack. and
Macshack.
I think we may try to do one more
Yeah, I think
potentially.
Yeah.
Like maybe a shorter one. I
Yeah,
don't
short
know.
one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's
so
do a quickie.
A Friday show.
I'm Martelle. For everybody else, we're out.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.